Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more latest news now. The press have reported now on some more information now that I am going to be officially updating you with right now. About Marco Reus now, the Borussia Dortmund player. Apparently Manchester United and Arsenal are keeping a close eye out on Marco Reus, the Borussia Dortmund player. Now we know he can play as an attacking midfielder because his versatility is very, very good. His ball control is very, very good. He's distinctive in his play, and he can play as an attacking mid. He can also play as a winger, and he can play as a striker as well. But it's just updated in a few media outlets about Marco Reus that Manchester United are showing him interest, and we may be convinced we could go for him in January, maybe go for him next summer. And Arsenal have also showed an interest in him as well, because Arsenal reportedly have scouted Marco Reus over the current years as well. They have scouted Marco Reus. So over this Marco Reus for Borussia Dortmund, I think this is his fifth season or something like that, or sixth season in the process of Borussia Dortmund. He has not been in action since. Thanks. He has not been playing since May as Marco Reus due to an injury he has got. He has been injured since May, and I don't think he's expected to return from injury until 2018. And his contract ends in the summer of 2019 as well, does Marco Reus. So he's nearly coming to an end of his deal. He comes to an end of his deal in 2019 for Borussia Dortmund. He has made 125 appearances and he has scored 56 goals in the current process. And he did admit that he'd like a new challenge in the coming years, did Marco Reus. But he says, I think he insists for the time being he is happy at Borussia Dortmund at the moment. He also confirmed he missed the 2014 FIFA World Cup with Germany due to injury, and also missed the 2016 UEFA European Championship as well due to injury. So he's got a bad record of injuries, so he has a bad reputation. When in terms of injuries and stuff, he has got a pretty bad reputation as well. But he risen up the ranks, as I said. Marco Reus, he actually started his youth career with Borussia Dortmund as well, did Marco Reus. He's been at 3 clubs in his senior career as well. He's an ex-Borussia Mönchengladbach player, if I've pronounced that correctly. He was there quite a few years and he did pretty well. I think his best season with Borussia Mönchengladbach was I think it was 2012. He scored 18 goals and provided 8 assists, and he also helped them secure the Champions League as well, did Marco Reus. And yeah, but now he's at Borussia Dortmund. I think he's wearing that number 11 shirt, but he's won, like, Football of the Year in Germany. He's won Bundesliga Player of the Season as well. Yeah, Bundesliga Player of the Season. He's won, like, Borussia Dortmund Player of the Year as well as Marco Reus. But the things that would concern me if he did come to Manchester United, as I said, he's known for injuries. He's known for injuries, just like Bale's known for injuries, just like we know Thomas Muller for Bayern Munich's known for injuries. And I like the player, but injury prone, and it really does concern me in that situation. But apparently, Manchester United and Arsenal are interested in the player. He's injured at the moment. He's been injured, since May, so he's been injured for quite a long time. He's set to return in 2018. He's been injured since May, and he missed the Germany. He missed the FIFA World Cup in 2014 due to injury. Also missed the 2016 European Championship due to injury as well. So he's well known for being. So he is injury prone, is Marco Reus. But versatility would be very, very good if he comes to Manchester United, because we need that winger. Mourinho's still looking for a midfielder. Can also play as a striker as well. Marco Reus, distinctive in his play, tenacious, very competitive, very, very good player. And I think this is his 6th season in the process. He's the current player. He's made 125 appearances for Borussia Dortmund, and he has scored 56 goals in the process. Because Arsenal, I've got quite a few players now on their radar, obviously, because it looks slow. Wilshere's not signed a new deal. As I said, Ozil has not signed a new deal, and Sanchez has not signed a new deal either. Still Olivier Giroud as well. So that's what you've got to take into consideration, guys. So yeah, Marco Reus has just popped up on the Reus, or is it Reus or Reus or whatever, has just popped up on the radar from Borussia Dortmund. And he has said he began his youth career with Borussia Dortmund as well. And he's played 3 clubs in his senior career, as I said, and did well in 2012 season with Borussia Mönchengladbach, scored 18 goals and 5 assists, also helped him secure Champions League football. So his versatility, would be very, very good if he was to come to Manchester United. And it also reportedly said Arsenal had been scouting the player as well. But as I did update you earlier on, as I do keep updating you, it said Liverpool were reportedly interested in Julian Draxler. As I said, Julian Draxler captained, the 2017 Confederations Cup. He was very, very good in the Confederations Cup. He was voted the best player. Also was part of the Germany squad in 2014 as well, when they won the FIFA Club World Cup, and also reached the semi-finals of the Euro 2016 as well. It's also reportedly saying Liverpool have showed an interest, and Klopp has identified him as a replacement for Coutinho if he is to leave Liverpool Football Club, whether it's going to be January or next summer. But we know Draxler's also been Arsenal's long-term target, as well as Julian Draxler, because obviously, his last season in all competitions he scored 10 goals and got 2 assists in 25 matches in all competitions. But as I said, he's not going to be guaranteed first team football week in, week out. Is Julian Draxler. He's not going to be guaranteed first team football week in, week out, because due to that, the amount of money PSG have invested, on Mbappe, on Neymar, he's not going to be guaranteed first team football week in, week out. Is Julian Draxler. He's not going to be guaranteed it, but yeah, and PSG may not want to sell him anywhere, because PSG, as said, have only had him since January. As said, with Schalke, he risen up the ranks very, very well. He was very, very good at Schalke, made 171 appearances, scored 30 goals. Schalke did well there, went to Wolfsburg for quite a bit. And then, I think PSG paid about £42 million for him from Wolfsburg, and he's only been at Paris Saint-Germain since January as the player. And suggestions had stirred up the other week, didn't they? Suggestions stirred up that Arsenal Julian Draxler had posted a picture on social media, of an Arsenal shirt with Klasnic on the back. That stirred up suggestions, because he used to play with Klasnic as well, didn't he, during his days with Schalke. Julian Draxler said, very good with both feet, tenacious, competitive, good in the air as well. He's a very, very good player, is Julian Draxler. I do really, really like him, but apparently Liverpool are interested in him. We know he's been an Arsenal long-term target as well. But yeah, we will see what happens about that, because Liverpool obviously looking for a replacement for Coutinho. Are looking for a replacement with Coutinho. As I said about Philippe Coutinho, I think Barcelona are going to get Philippe Coutinho in January. Maybe next summer, but as I said, Barcelona didn't get a deal over the line in the August window due to that Liverpool were not willing to offload the current player. As I said, Barcelona had 3 bids turned down, 72, 89 and 114 million. He has got a deal with Liverpool, as I said, until 2022, so it is a 5 or 4 year deal. And as I said, the ex-Inter Milan, the ex-Espanyol player, he's become one of the most creative players, midfielders in world football, Coutinho. But I think he'd elevate to a high level, went to Barcelona and be going to a much bigger club, playing amongst better players. And as I said, Liverpool should have cashed in for Philippe Coutinho. They definitely should have cashed in for Philippe Coutinho. They raised the money, got the targets that they wanted, and Klopp had been able to reinvest, but they failed to do that, did Liverpool Football Club as well. But Barcelona may return in January. I smash the like button till it turns blue live at channel 2. Yes, very, very good. But yes, as I was saying, yeah, Coutinho, I think he will leave in January. Obviously, Barcelona have still got Ander Herrera on their agenda as well, but I think Philippe Coutinho could leave in January. As I said, Liverpool, as I said, have still got Emre Can there. I think he's going to leave, because obviously we know Juventus are heavily linked with a move for Emre Can. I think he's been trying to demand a release clause as part of his current deal as Emre Can. Very, very good. He was very, very good in the Confederations Cup as well, was Emre Can. I think he was. Yeah, very, very good in the Confederations Cup, Cham. He can play as defensive mid, he can play as centre-back, he can play as a full-back. He's been trying to demand a release clause. He has not yet signed a new deal with Liverpool Football Club. He's an ex-Bayern Munich graduate, and since he's been at Liverpool, as I said, he has made over 100 appearances. He's made a pretty decent impact this season as well. Versatility, very, very good. But as I said, Liverpool could still lose Emre Can, and Juventus heavily linked with him. And Can come out and basically suggested that he's classified Juventus's interest as an honour, but he said he's still fully committed to Liverpool. But could he leave in January? Emre Can, as I said, because he's coming to a conclusion of his deal, and he's made over 100 appearances since he's been at Liverpool, and I think this is his 4th season in the process with Liverpool Football Club. And even Klopp's admitted regarding Tino, he doesn't know. Klopp's admitted regarding Tino, he doesn't know if he will be at Liverpool next season, and Klopp has basically admitted this. He has admitted this. What else would I go and update you on? As I did update you, as I keep doing update you, Manchester United are still looking to address their midfield. As I said, Marco Reus would be a perfect outfit, as I do keep explaining. But as I said, the Valencia player, the young 20-year-old, it did say reportedly Man United had been in discussions the other day with him. But apparently Valencia have strongly denied these negotiations, apparently over Carlos Salou. As I said, he's only been in the Valencia first team since 2016. He said Man United been in talks with him, wanting to get a 30 million deal over the line. He has got a 75 million buyout clause. For the reserve team, made 39 appearances and scored 3 goals as well. Did Carlos Salou. But Valencia have denied these negotiations in the current process as well. But for me, I think, Man United is still looking, to address the midfield, obviously for a long-term replacement for Michael Carrick, as I said, because Carrick's been at the club 13 years. He's made over three century appearances, won every single domestic cup, and I think he could retire at the end of the season with Michael Carrick. So Jose Mourinho's still looking to address the midfield a bit more, as I said. Ander Herrera, and as I said, Barcelona are still reportedly interested in Ander Herrera from Manchester United. He's made 90 appearances for us. He's scored 10 goals for us. He's won tournaments for Spain for the under-20s and under-21 level. He won Clubs Player of the Year last season. He has struggled this season as Ander Herrera because he hasn't had much game time. Obviously, when Fellaini and Pogba were fit, he hasn't had much game time as Ander Herrera, but I just think he's struggling to create in that midfield this season. When he has been playing, which he has been due to the absences of Fellaini and Pogba, he's struggled. He hasn't been dominant enough in the midfield. He's been dispossessed far too easily as Ander Herrera, but apparently he hasn't signed a new deal yet. But Man United are trying to secure him a new deal, but we have the option of signing him a 1-year extension on his current contract to Herrera if he is to fail to sign a new deal with Manchester United and Herrera, but apparently still on Barcelona's agenda. As I currently said. But yeah, Arsenal, as I said, yes, they're targeting Reus. They've also targeted Draxler. They've got loads of targets because obviously they raised a lot of money in the August window for the departure of their players, did Arsenal Football Club. And they've got quite a few players on their radar as well, As I mentioned to you about Jack Wilshere earlier on, as I said, Jack Wilshere, it said Chelsea and Manchester City were willing to make a move for, what's his name? Jack Wilshere, willing to make a move. Very, very good player. I said he's now aged 25 years old, but he's yet to sign a new deal with Arsenal Football Club, is Jack Wilshere. He's yet to sign a new deal with Arsenal Football Club, Jack Wilshere. And Jack Wilshere, he's not signed a new deal. It said if he doesn't sign a new deal, Chelsea and Manchester City will reportedly make a move for him. In Premier League, he's made 147 appearances, he's scored 7 goals. And I think, risen up the ranks fantastically well. The Youth Academy, joined Arsenal's Youth Academy in October 2001, been Arsenal about 16 years. Was on loan with Bournemouth last season, also been on loan at Bolton before as well. But as I said, he joined the Arsenal Youth Academy in October 2001. He also was on a short spell with Luton before that. But he's done very, very good. He's risen up the Youth Academy very, very well. And made his debut for Arsenal in 2008. Well, his first team debut in 2008 for Arsenal as well. Made him Arsenal's youngest league debutant at just the age of 16 years old as well. And also, become for Arsenal, become Arsenal's youngest European. He became Arsenal's youngest player in a European competition as well in 2008, and he's very, very good in the Youth Cup as well. Was Jack Wilshere very, very good in the FA Youth Cup? Scored in the final against Liverpool, scored goals in the semi-final as well. I think provided a few assists as well, Jack Wilshere. But yeah, I think, and he's won PFA quite a few times, Arsenal's player of the season. But I think Arsenal are in the process of I think Arsenal are due to meet with his representatives of trying to secure Jack Wilshere a new deal with the club. And then, you know, Sanchez, I think Arsenal are convinced he's going to definitely go in January. You know, you've got Mesut Ozil. Is he going to go in January? Is he going to go next summer? As I said. Is he going to go next summer, as I said? But Mesut Ozil, you know, we know that he has been linked with a move to Old Trafford as Mesut Ozil. We know he has been linked with a move to Old Trafford as Mesut Ozil, as I said. It come out the other day that he'd reportedly told his teammates, Mesut Ozil, he reportedly told his teammates that he wanted to join Manchester United. As Fred said, he's going nowhere, even though he did admit before that Sanchez and Ozil could go in January. But he's had a tough start to the season. So Ozil, you know, he's made over a century appearances now for Arsenal Football Club. He's had a tough start. He scored his first goal against Everton this season in the league. And also got on this as well. So was Ozil playing for the move? He did say, he told his teammates he would probably make a move to Manchester United in January, because we know Inter Milan have been interested. A few teams have been monitoring Mesut Ozil. He's coming to an end of his deal. Sanchez is refused to sign a new deal. He's coming to an end of his deal, but I think at least one will leave Arsenal in January. But that said, they would rather cash in rather than let them go 3 next summer. But yeah, Mesut Ozil, I think he'd been a lot to Manchester United, good at creating chances, as I said, good at providing assists as well. His agent had confirmed that the contract talks had been going in the right direction, didn't materialise, because it come out the other week that apparently the contract talks are stalled between the club, the player, and his representatives. Reportedly said he was also denied Manchester United. He was also he was apparently demanding a higher wage. He was demanding over £300,000. You know, he reportedly turned down £275,000 a week from Arsenal as well. Jose Mourinho classifies him as a very, very good number 10. Mesut Ozil in the process, you know, also was in the Bundesliga for 5 years. And I think, you know, he's keen on reuniting with Jose Mourinho because they were fantastic together at Real Madrid. You know, they bonded fantastically well together at Real Madrid. He made over century appearances there, won quite a few honours as well. And it's Arsenal's second most expensive signing. So we will see what happens with that. Could that be Manchester United's possibly next signing? But, you know, then you've got Alexis Sanchez coming to an end of his deal. And as I said, I definitely think, you know, I definitely think Manchester City are going to get a deal over the line. I think City are convinced they can get him for £20 million. He nearly went, you know, in the August window, didn't he? 50 million bid turned down, 60 initially accepted. So Arsenal could have cashed in 60 million. But obviously, Arsenal couldn't find that replacement. And this is why a deal in the process never ever materialised. This is why a deal never went through in the current process. This is what I'm saying in the situation. This is why a deal never went through. Lamar was the main priority target. Arsenal didn't get him. Arsenal had 2 bids rejected. Liverpool had 2 bids rejected for Thomas Lamar. Ex-champ player, 32 appearances. Monaco had paid £3 million for him. Made his international debut in 2016 for France. Very good for France. I think he's got 3 years left on his deal with Monaco. President come out and confirmed that he could leave Monaco next summer, the player. But Arsenal may return for him in January. As I said, you know, his versatility is good, his ball control's good, but his dribbling's very, very good as well as Lamar. So Arsenal may return for him in January as well. But Sanchez, said, reasonable ranks under knees, was fantastic with Pep Guardiola at Barcelona, won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons with Arsenal. He's demanding him on the Champions League football, and he does want to leave because he made this clear to Arsenal and Werner that he wanted to leave in the August window as well. Sanchez, I presume he is going to go. He was also demanding a higher wage as well, was Sanchez at the time. Arsenal weren't willing to meet this, and we know loads of teams have been tracking Alexis Sanchez, but he's definitely going to go in January, and I think City are going to get a 20 million deal over the line for him as well. But yeah, this main video is about Marco Reus from Borussia Dortmund. As I was saying, I'll go through it again. Man United and Arsenal reportedly interested. Man United may go for him, move for him in January, or maybe go for him next summer. It's reportedly said Arsenal, you know, have scouted the player before in recent years. Marco Reus, because he did confirm he's been injured since May. He's due to be out until 2018. I think it's something to do with a cruciate ligament knee injury or something like that. So he's been out since May. Also, he's coming to an end of his contract in the summer of 2019 as well as Marco Reus. He's made 125 appearances for Dortmund, scored 56 goals. I think, if I'm correct, he's been at Dortmund since 2012. I think this is his fifth or sixth season in the process. Also missed Germany FIFA World Cup with Germany 2014 due to injury. Missed the 2016 European Championship due to injury. So he has a record of injury. He has a record of injuries. Does Marco Reus? But as I said, his versatility is good. He can play as attacking mid, can play as a winger. Can play as a striker as well. But Man United are reportedly and Arsenal are monitoring the current player. But he did say he would be up for a new challenge. But he's insisted he's happy at the moment with Borussia Dortmund. Marco Reus as well. But I said, but he risen up the ranks. He was with Borussia Dortmund in his youth career, as I said. Since he's been with 3 clubs in his senior career, as I said, with Borussia Mönchengladbach, in his 2012 season with Borussia Mönchengladbach, scored 18 goals, got 8 assists and helped them gain the Champions League as well, Borussia Mönchengladbach. But yeah, very, very good player, good ball control, as I said. What do you think he'd been to Manchester United, if he came to Manchester United as well? But I don't like players that have got records of being injured and being injury prone as well. Similar to Gareth Bale, isn't it? Because he's suffering a lot of injuries with Real Madrid. He did come out about him, that Dan Bolland, the Spanish publication, Dan Bolland's Spanish publication had reported, that Florentino Perez and Real Madrid, losing patience with him. They were willing to offload Gareth Bale. Due to that, he's got a calf injury now. He's been suffering a lot of injury problems during his time at Real Madrid. I think this is his 5th season in the process now with Real Madrid. He spent 6 good years with Tottenham Hotspur, but as I said, he's not also getting a good reception with Real Madrid as well. He's won 10 honours with Real Madrid, 3 Champions League in 4 seasons. He can perform, when he's playing Gareth Bale. He risen up the ranks to Southampton fantastically well, played as left back. Since he was at Tottenham, he become more of an attacking player, did Gareth Bale. He became more of an attacking player in the process with Tottenham. He was there 6 years. Real Madrid had paid £85 million for him back in 2013. But he did say Real Madrid are willing to offload him, they're looking to generate the funds that they paid for him from Tottenham, back in 2013. Welsh Footballer of the Year, record 6 times, second top goal scorer for Wales, earned 60 caps as well in the current process. Gareth Bale for Tottenham made 146 appearances, scored 42 goals, as I said. Good physical attributes, highly experienced, as I said. But as I said, same with Royce. He's got a record of injuries. And so too has Royce, and Gareth Bale's got a record of injuries as well. So that's what would concern me if he come to Manchester United. But there were rumours that he could actually go back to Tottenham in the current process as well. But there's been talks, with the Harry Kane situation, that Harry Kane, I presumably, with Harry Kane, think, that Real Madrid are reportedly going to go for him next summer. Apparently now it's Real Madrid's target. Harry Kane said, won the Golden Boot last couple of years. I think he's on the same level now as Messi and Ronaldo. He's for definite, I think he's on the same level as Messi and Ronaldo is Harry Kane. He's hit over 100 goals now in all competitions for Tottenham. Made over century appearances now in the Premier League, and he's not far from hitting 100 goals now in the Premier League. Is Kane. Fantastic player. Won Player of the Month 5 times. Got it in September. Won PFA. Made his Tottenham debut against Hearts in 2011, in the Europa League as well, did Harry Kane. But Harry Kane, fantastic player. Good at physical round defenders. Fantastic aerial threat. As I said, he just keeps scoring, as he did against Liverpool. 2 goals again. I think he's at 13, 14 goals now in all competitions. But I'll say if Real Madrid, if it's their main priority target, and Kane admitted, it would be hard to turn a club down like Real Madrid. Real Madrid, big, massive club, big fan base. He'd be playing amongst better players, and that would be hard for him to turn down. But it would cost Real Madrid staggering amounts of money. Probably worth more than Neymar now. It's probably worth more than Neymar. It probably cost them around the £200 million mark, Real Madrid, if Kane was to leave Tottenham, and it'd probably cost Real Madrid round about the £200 million mark. But he has not ruled a Spurs exit out, as I said, as Harry Kane in the current process. Yeah, this main video is about Marco Reus. It's just updated. As I said, he's coming to a conclusion of his contract 2019. He's been injured since May. He's due to regain full fitness in 2018. Is Marco Reus. As I said, he's made 125 appearances for Borussia Dortmund, scored 56 goals. Part of the same, Man United are interested in him. Arsenal have been monitoring the player over the years as well. So this is in the media, it's in the press. Give it a read up if you haven't looked at it. But yeah, very, very good player. I said he was an ex-Borussia Mönchengladbach player. He was there quite a few years, as I said. His best performance for Borussia Mönchengladbach was in his last season. Scored 18 goals, 8 assists, and helped them secure, got them into the Champions League, didn't he? As well, did Marco Reus. But yeah, he looks a very, very decent player, but we know he's got a record of injuries as the current player as well. So if he did come to Man United, I know he's a good player, but that he's got records of injuries, it would concern me. As if Bale comes to Manchester United, that'd concern me with his injury records as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on my channel. Subscribe to my channel, as always, and take it easy. And we'll be doing, if I do get time tonight, with Manchester United play Swansea tonight, we do need to set a steam. We need to start performing again, because we have lost us momentum since the Liverpool game. But yeah, if I don't get time to do the review tonight, I will be doing it tomorrow or sometime. If I do get time, it will be sometime tomorrow if I can't do it tonight. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's everything to do today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe to my channel, as always, and take it easy, and I'll see you all later. Bye.